Alright, hello guys. This is your quiz for 2.4 and 2.5. The first two problems we are to sketch, okay, or draw a picture here on numbers 1 and number 2. So number 1 says if two lines intersect, then their intersection is exactly at 1 point. So basically just draw two lines that intersect and maybe label the point where they intersect and cross one another, okay? That's what you're doing in number 1. In number 2, if two planes, now remember a plane is going to look something like this. Okay, so that would be an example of one plane. But when two planes intersect, meaning they cross, their intersection is a line, which kind of makes sense. Just think of a box. Okay, if I drew a box over here, okay, and I'm going to change colors here. The red line is just one example of where the side and the bottom come together, and where they meet, this whole edge is a line. So when two planes meet, they make a line. So you want to draw something similar to this, only just using two planes. I use 6 different planes there. You just want to use 2. That's number 2. Number 3, 4, and 5, everything is based off of this diagram on the right over here. Okay? And the question is, can we assume the statement to be true? All right? So we need good hard facts before we say, yes, this is true. So that points B, C, and D are collinear, meaning they're all in the same line. Are B, C, and D all on the same line? Can you assume it? Again, without cold hard proof, don't assume it. Number 4, AC, which is this line here, is perpendicular to BE. Are these two lines perpendicular? Do they make a 90-degree angle? Remember what's always needed when you make a 90-degree angle. And number 5, angle CFE, which would be this angle here, and AFE, which would be this angle over here, are a linear pair. Are they a linear pair? Remember, a linear pair is going to make a straight line. Would these two make a straight line? Number 6, you are to, here's the problem, they've completed it, write the reason for each one. Was it addition, property of equality, or subtraction, multiplication, division, properties of equality? Was it symmetry, something like that? Give a reason. And it might be helpful for you to actually work it out on your own down below. So like I might want to rewrite this. And actually, yeah, they worked it out, but they didn't show their work. Like they didn't show the steps involved. So like, for example, I'm going to do this first and distribute, right? So make sure you just show your work. If you're subtracting 2 or whatever, write that, and then make sure then you just write it in the blank, okay? Question number 7. They start with AB is equal to BC, and then they said AC is equal to AB plus BC. And then we go to AC is equal to AB plus AB, and AC is equal to 2 times AB. So which property are we talking about in each one of these here? Questions 8, 9, and 10, last 3. Use the property to complete the statement. So number 8 is the reflexive property, which would be like an example that would be A equaling A. You look in the mirror, you see the same thing. All right. So if angle B is going to equal what? If we're talking about the reflexive property, use this as a guide. Number 9, addition property. X is equal to 3. So instead of 14 plus X, you're going to say it's going to equal what? Plug into 3 and figure out what the other side of the equation would look like. And number 10, the symmetry property Remember, symmetry is going to look something like this, like AB is equal to BA. Just kind of flips. So what are you going to do with these two? Okay, that's it. Make sure you take your time, all right? Good luck.